Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big.
Check it. This unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
No, Nino Modelo, well, go on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean all. I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it. We're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all always see us in the streets and talk about, man, I love Boss Talk 101. I love what y'all doing. Keep up the hustle. How can we support the brand? This is how you can support the brand. Under each and every video on our YouTube channel below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions. There you'll see all the exclusive content that y'all been asking us, where's this interview, where's that interview? That's where you can find it. You have to become a member to see it. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Man, check it, man. Hey, man, listen, man. We got a special guest in there today. He don't need no introduction. He is one of those guys that when you think about it, he one of the guys, man, that if you watching TV, if you be watching like a lot of TUBI movies, they seen him, man. This guy here, man, he one of the special ones, man. And he's going to take it to the next level for TUBI, for us. You know what I mean? Tristan Fazekas is in the building. Thank you for coming on Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk. What's going on?
Thank you all for having me. Yep.
I don't know why she move that over a little bit towards you a little more. That right there, yeah. I can hear you now. See, I am the one listening. So yeah. So how you doing?
Man, I'm fair for a square, man.
You always in Texas or what, man?
No, man, I like to be out here a lot more, man. It's beautiful in Texas. A couple times that I came, man, the woman is nice, man. The food is good, and yeah, man, it's cool.
Yeah, the food is damn good. Don't get it twisted. Where you from originally? Detroit. Yeah, y'all can't mess with our food. You come down here with that little barbecue, we gonna send you back. We ain't gonna play with you.
You ain't lying.
Nah, what y'all got up there? No, don't try to. No, what y'all got?
We got like a lot of mom and pop restaurants where they, you know what I'm saying, they unique in their own respect. You know what I'm saying? Got a place called Tailor Made, a place called BB's, and they sell like burgers and steak sandwiches and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. But what are y'all known for? Like, if I'm coming to Detroit, which we are gonna come out there to Detroit one day soon, what is it that I have to try?
Ooh. You gotta try, since I see that you Jamaican. Mm-hmm. You gotta go to the Jamaican Pot.
Okay.
It's on 8 Mile. Yeah, you gotta go to Jamaican Pot. Yeah.
Okay.
What else? It's crazy because it seems like all the good restaurants on the west side. Like I said, Tailor Made, BB's.
But when I go to Tailor Made, what is it that I need to order? Because just like when people come out here, they're like, oh, you got to get barbecue from Texas. That's what people talk about. So what is it there that I'm like, okay, when I think about this food, I think about Detroit?
Lamb chops. Then, if that's the case, go to the strip club, and the strip club's got the best food in Detroit, and the lamb chops and like.
Which strip club have the best one?
Man, I stopped frequenting the strip clubs because it's like, you know, as soon as you walk in there, it's like they hook a vacuum up to your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say right now it'd probably be like Pantheon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they got the best food.
They got the best food right now, probably.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
last time I checked.
You one of those guys, man, that's from up there. We heard about, I don't know who they is, but y'all better get that.
A goddamn Steve-O, man.
Steve-O.
I'm telling him. We put
his ass out of here with that loud ass phone like he bad to the bone.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to just, let's go back in, man. Let's talk about it for a minute, man. What about the baby you left in Mount Pleasant?
What?
I'm just kidding. Nigga.
That look, oh my God, you had his heart racing. Like, what?
Goddamn, you heard about that?
No, let's get to it, buddy.
So, okay, you born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Mm-hmm. What was it like growing up out there? And what part of Detroit? Like
we off East Warren, baby. You know what I'm saying? We off the Warren. You know, I think it's like pretty much every neighborhood, you gotta fight for your right to party. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you go through your trials and tribulations. I can say it wasn't like I grew up in a
grew up in the suburb, the hood?
No, gated community.
No, I ain't grew up in a gated community.
Oh, gated community ass pretty boy. I see him in the.
No, I grew up off East Warren. I'm telling you, it went and when shit gated the bar, but I grew up in a good household. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
mom and dad?
nope, my mom and my stepfather for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was dad?
Huh?
Where was dad?
My dad was somewhere. My dad was somewhere getting hot than a motherfucker, getting hot than a witch doctor.
Wow. Is he in Detroit as well?
Nah, he went to Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you knew your dad.
No, I didn't. Like when you say no, what you mean like no?
Did you have a relationship? You know of him, but did you
I
have
knew of him.
But did you spend time with him?
No,
Did y'all do
nope.
things together? Did he
Nope.
come see you? Did he come drop
Never.
some money off? Some
Nope.
clothes,
Didn't do none
some
of that.
toys?
And every time I talk to my daddy, and it's crazy because my sister, she keeps in contact with my dad, and she called me and she's like, man, Richard got cancer. But it's, I don't know. He cool. But no, he ain't never do none of that shit. It was all, every time I talk to the nigga or the white boy, he was it's always, I'm sorry for the things.
So your dad's white?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was always apologizing for not being there and shit like that. Which it's only, hey, look, man.
But even if he apologized, he didn't like, okay, now I'm gonna try to try to come see you more. I'm gonna try to.
No, he ain't do none of that. And that's how you know somebody that's really, you know what I'm saying, trying to atone for the things that they did and didn't do, because action is the best apology. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And, you know, and being a father, like I said, I've been a father since I was 18.
Right.
I ain't missed a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Except for that baby in Mount Pleasant.
Except for that baby in Mount Pleasant.
But how many kids did he have with your mom? Just you and your sister?
Yep, just me and my sister, yeah.
How many kids does he have total?
That's it. Just me and my sister.
Also, he still didn't have no more kids after
No.
that you know of.
That I know of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing about it, man, when you go through different places where it's dysfunctionalities, man, we have such a harsh. When you look back, y'all do movies and stuff, so y'all know already what a person only does what they learn a lot of times or what they know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, all people be hurt from different things they might have went through. So you got to try to let all that stuff fester in order to understand your situation and not to take it to the next generation.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, and when you look at your kids, it'll either bring you closer to them or pull you further away. Look like with you, it's bringing you closer to your kids. And so when you really, really start diving into it, you just gotta forgive first of all. And if you believe like I believe, you gotta forgive. You know, I don't tell nobody what to do, but that helped me in my situation, is letting go of situations where it was hurtful for me to even think about it, or I felt like, man, it's a tough thing getting along with your father, no matter if he's in the house or not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm having a problem with my 17-year-old right now. Shout out to my guy. I ain't gonna say your name, boy, but I want to put you out there so bad. I can feel it. Everybody probably already know, right? But anyway, you know, it's just like, get them to do what you want them to do, or trying to figure out how to be a good parent. It's not a book on it, as I said last night when I was on here, so you have to try to figure it out as you go.
Most definitely. And like I don't harbor no hard feelings. Like, you know, we talk here and there, and like I said, I just get tired of apologizing. Like, man, you got to do something different. Like, come see me. Or, you know, my sister went down there to see him one time, man, and he made it so hard for her to see him, and she, you know, went all the way down to Florida to see him. You know what I'm saying? She had to pretty much be an investigator to go see him. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he's not on drugs or any of that stuff?
No, he said he's not on drugs no more. You know?
Okay, but so he was at one point.
Yeah.
So, but did you ever ask him in those conversations that you have, like, was his father ever present in his life?
His father was very present in his life.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he just came up with that just from...
Because you know, drugs is a disease, you know, and from having a long list of drug addicts in my family, and I just know what it do to you. So I blame the deed and not the doer.
Okay.
I don't harbor no heart, because I can't miss what I can't measure. I don't know what it, you know what I'm saying, the effects of, because I did have a stepfather. I had uncles and shit like that. So it was like, you know, it's just that you out of sight, so you out of mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to come and appear in my life, because I'm being a dad and I'm raising mines now. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a different ball game for me now. You know what I'm saying? So,
was you ever a street dude?
Hell yeah.
You used to hustle in the street?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you used to be trying to get to the money?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't give a damn what it took to do it?
I had some morals.
But you was getting to the money. Would you sell drugs to somebody if you had to?
Yeah.
It's just like your dad dealing with the situation he dealing with. when you're on drugs, see, I'm a hustler. I came from a place where it was an excitement. It was a rush to get the money.
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing with vice versa. When somebody on drugs is the only thing I could think of it as. So when you think of it from that aspect and you see how a person is and they keep pushing, trying to get the money, the drug dealer, the drug user keep pushing, trying to get that high.
That's right.
So it's the same thing, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you got a problem. It's just one got a problem on further on this side, and the other one got a problem on that side. But it's the same thing.
I agree with you 100%.
So that's how I break it down. I don't know how much. I ain't never done that before, but that was a good one right there.
Yeah.
One thing I always ask, when you were in the streets, were you selling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so-
better, you
But
never,
that's
did
also-
you do some crack?
No, I ain't do.
You ain't
I
never hit it?
No, I saw a crack, but I ain't never do nothing. But that's what also made
Would
me.
you admit it?
Yeah, I would admit it if I did it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah.
still be on it because I sold it, and them people don't never get off. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
finish what you about to say, but it's tough for them to get off that stuff. I went home and I seen a woman and I was like, I ain't hustled in 30 years. She pulled up like, what you got?
Yeah, damn, she's still on you like that.
Still
It's crazy. 'Cause I still.
I want you to go back to that what you were about to say though.
I still see people from my past. Like I seen the guy from my from the way, and he seen me at the gym, and he ain't. It's one thing about crackheads, bro. They don't have no shame in their game. They'll tell you about their past, everything they done been through. And he was out there. He used to sell me crack. Now here I am trying to change my life. I'm trying to be the TUBI nigga or a movie star, and you out here telling motherfuckers I used to sell you crack and shit like that. But that's back to what we was talking about. That's what made me stop selling drugs because I realized that I couldn't save my life by destroying somebody else's life.
That's real.
And it ultimately helped destroy my relationship with my
That's
with my
what I
father.
was wondering,
You know what
because
saying?
I'm
So-
like, your father, you see the way how he was and, being on drugs and stuff like that, but you're also doing that to some other kid
Yeah.
that's trying to have that relationship with their parent.
and it wasn't no good karma to come with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How long did that take to register, though? And what did it take for that to register? Did somebody mention it to you, or did you just figure it out yourself?
It was being in the life and just seeing like, damn, man, somebody lights ain't getting paid because they, you know what I'm saying? They come to see me. They come to holler at me. And just being smart enough to know that, I'm better than this. I'm smarter than this. You know what I'm saying? I caught 2 felonies being in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? And when they caught me, it wasn't even my drugs, but because I was the one that got caught. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, man, you smarter than this, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't be. You got to find out a different way.
How old were you when you started hustling on the street?
I want to say I was like selling petty weed all through high school. Even when I was in the military, I sold weed. But when
I hear that the stuff goes on a lot in the military.
oh yeah, for sure, most definitely. I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck that, because I was still smoking weed in the military. So it was like, man, this weed down here is garbage. I'm in Jacksonville, North Carolina. This shit, boo boo. I remember one time, quick weed story. I had to go back and recop, so I had to got what's that long ass needle they stick in your back? A spinal tap.
Right.
I got a spinal tap just so I can have an excuse not to go to work. And drove to the crib and drove back.
Wow.
Hell yeah, it was shit. Get that money.
See what I mean? So
Crazy.
that's the same way.
But-
Your dad, when he on drugs, it's the same. When he was dealing with that,
Yeah.
it's the same thing, bro. Our people are being mesmerized by these little things that they put in front of us, and I know people don't want to. Why you blaming? I'm being real. We
Yeah.
conditioned a lot of times, and our
Oh, yeah,
people
most
been
definitely.
through a lot of stuff. So it was, he probably been through it. Whether you white or black, it don't really matter. You know what I mean? People go through things, bro. It's different things going on with different people, no matter what color they is, bro. I'm being real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what I was trying to get to is, okay, so your stepdaddy was in your life, your mama was in your life. What made you end up going to the streets?
Because my friends was in the streets. Honestly, my friends was in the streets, and it was an easy way to get some money. I didn't have to.
And you didn't need for the
I didn't
money.
have to do. No, I needed some money, but I didn't have to do none of that shit. It was other ways to do shit, but
Right.
it was the cool thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Go on the motherfucking block, make some motherfucking money, and hold the block down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then them girls loved it.
Yeah,
they
for
see
sure.
you, they like that nigga got it. Tristan got it, man. He be keeping it, and then he be clean. That nigga house be right when he car's clean. He spray that spray, you know,
That's
that,
right.
that cherry spray. Everybody got that cherry spray in their car, you know.
Or that black ice.
Oh, that black ice. There you go. That black
For
ice
sure.
and that cherry spray, you get in there, you like, oh, it smell good in here. It's clean.
Yeah.
And he got that, everybody walking up because he the man. See what I'm saying? That's why it's hard. You know what I'm saying? And his boys, they looking at him like, yeah, how much you do today? I did this much. How much you do? Nigga, I got you. It's a competition thing with men.
So,
Yeah.
so that outweighed. So all of that outweighed the bad stuff, as in looking over your shoulder all the time. You might get killed out here. You might get. You don't
Man,
think about that when you're that age.
I'm telling you, and it's crazy because I'm a totally different person now. Like, I don't have the gall or the nerve to do half the shit I was doing when I was 23 years old, 25. I'm straight square. Like,
Right.
nigga, I don't need to touch nobody back. I'm straight. So, what was the question again?
No, thinking back when you were that age,
Mm-hmm.
I guess all of this stuff, the your friends loving what you're doing, the girls, all of the money, all of that outweigh the negative part for you, the
yeah.
dangerous parts for you.
Yeah.
As in, like, looking over your shoulders, you might get shot, you might get, anything can happen. You can lose your life, go to prison, whatever.
When you sign up for the streets, all that is in the fold. You know what I'm saying? You accept all of that shit, and it takes time for you to make your bones and accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you eventually, like, I'm gonna go to jail one day. Even if you have never been to jail, I've never been to prison, but it was already in my mind that if I gotta go, I gotta go.
Well,
Did you lose a friend? Did anybody die in front of you? Any of your friends?
I have never lost a friend and like get killed in front of me, but I lost people.
yeah. And the thing is, you be willing to take those risks to make sure you get what you're trying to get.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you like, either I'm going to prison or I'm gonna die. The way I looked at it, either way, I'm gonna either be dead by 23 or 24, or I'm going to prison.
For sure.
But I ain't never stopping.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way you be thinking when you really in the streets. But I want to get to the movie, man. You came down here to push this movie, Negligence, right? That's the whole game, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about that, and then we can do some other stuff. But I just want to, what made this movie different from all the other movies that you done?
Well, this movie right here it's a revenge movie. One of my favorite movies is The Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie before.
No.
It's with Jim Caviezel and somebody else, but it's a big revenge. It's a love story and revenge, and he gets his revenge. I that's what I think is different about this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you think about it? Because I know you watched it. I couldn't watch all of it or nothing, but how was it with you? And just what did you think about his acting skills? Because I've been hearing my brother and all them calling me, oh, he a bad acting ass nigga. Blah, blah, blah. All right, well, what did you think?
No, I loved it. I loved your acting skills in there. I see the revenge.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, at one point, it had me, glued, because I'm trying, how you're trying to figure out the plot. You're trying to figure out, okay, so why did this and how did this? So, but you have to like watch the whole thing to get the full story of how it unfolds. But it's like, I want to say, but I don't want to say too much because I want people to go watch it without giving away too much of the film. But I loved your acting skills. I loved the way how I hated the ending because, I didn't want that to happen. But
But then we got that off of Amazon or
Tubi. I watched it on Tubi.
It's coming everywhere. You can go out there and get it, man. Negligence is a dope movie. How was it working with? Was it Omar?
Omar.
How was that?
It was cool. Omar, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Down to earth. I ain't gonna lie. Confession. I thought Omar was a square. Because of shit use from childhood. I thought he was a square. He ain't no square.
I wouldn't have thought he was square when he was acting. When he said, he was on that movie with Baby Boy.
Yeah.
And he was on there and he said, man, shoot, he told them kids, man, he said, man, I want to, he don't want to go to that gate, and Jesus be like, turn your punk ass around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That part, that's when I knew the nigga he knew something, you know what I'm saying, to dive into them characters like you done, but still with his dad and all, and his brother and them, I would have thought he was a square too.
Because he grew up in that environment, even with his mom, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but
was that the first time you worked with him?
Yep.
Yeah. What was different working with him, working with anybody else?
I like the way he prepared. You know what I'm saying? When he was preparing, he was off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at the table by himself. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like doing his Rain Man thing. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that as an actor.
Who's some other characters in the movie that sticks out to you that really like you learned a lot from working on this project?
Clifton Powell, man.
That's a bad boy right there.
Man, it's always
That's a bad boy right
He's a
there.
man.
legend.
Clifton Powell, so he's so cool. He's smoking cigarettes. He gonna smoke them all. He gonna smoke 100 cigarettes, man, back to back to back to back. I'm serious, man. He gonna sit there and talk. Hey, man. He gonna give you some game and sit there and talk to you and hold that motherfucker. Say, Clifton Powell, man. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
He's like, can we work on something else together? I'm like, yeah, man. I remember I had that big ass knot on my head. I got bit by a spider.
Whoa.
And I had to go film in Ohio. So I had this big ass knot on my head. And so that's
What
that
kind
story.
of spider bit you?
Man, I have no idea.
Thank God you're okay. And they don't even show no kind of
No scar or nothing.
No, and it's crazy because that movie haven't came out yet either. And that was like damn near 2-3 years ago.
Don't you hate that? Like you
Yeah.
did something and then you don't see it?
Another fact about that movie too, that was the last movie that A.J. Johnson ever filmed.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
before he passed. He was in that movie, yeah. But we talking about Negligence right now.
Yeah, I want to know about how you and Big Steve, how y'all hook up to even know each other to do the movie. Have y'all worked together before?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, they did body count.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Trust no one.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
So Trust Nobody 1 was our first film together. I think he might have seen me in some shit. Beezy Jones, who's a director and DP, amongst other things in our films. He plugged us, you know what I'm saying? And he's my business partner, so.
That's hard.
Yep, he plugged us, yep.
That's good stuff, man. Like I said, there's a lot of things that stick out with you. How was it working with Vivica Fox?
Oh, man. Man. I love Vivica Fox, man.
Really?
She a cool sister. She from the Midwest too, man. She a cool sister, man. Down to earth. I've been, I guess, honored to meet some of the great people, and the people that I've met have been cool, down to earth people. You know what I'm saying? So she was cool, bro. She was cool, and not to mention like growing up watching her, having a crush on her, man.
Yeah.
Were you starstruck when you met her? Like you lost your words for a second?
Yeah, for a second, cause it's Vivica Fox, man.
Look, okay,
booty call.
Let's talk about it for a minute. Let's get all the way into it. Like you walk in the room, Vivica's sitting there. You know, she's sitting talking to her assistant, and you walking in. What happened?
So, somebody came and got me and was like, "Hey, Vivica."
She here?
Yeah, no, Vivica wanna meet you.
Oh.
And so I'm like, oh shit, Vivica want to meet me. You know what I'm saying? So I go in there. She's sitting there. I'm like, hi, Miss Fox, how you doing? She started telling me how good I did on my audition and why I got the job and all this, that, and the third. And that's how that went. You know what I'm saying?
And what did you say?
I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I was just hella grateful. Hell yeah, grateful. I was grateful. I was really grateful.
Wow. What when you think about it, like what made you, you worked with a lot of people, did a lot of different movies now, but just getting into acting and just going back into that phase, like what caused you to really want to be like I'm gonna be this actor?
You started in 2015, right?
2016.
Okay.
It was the BMF role, bro. It's something about me committing to something or letting words come out my mouth, and once I say something, I gotta follow through with it. And I said that if they were ever to come out with something with Big Meech, that I was going to try to portray him. And this was 2010 or something like that. And so 2016, 50 said he got the rights to the show. And so I made myself an actor. I went and got an acting coach, and man, the rest is history.
Let's talk about that. I mean, you go into that role like you. How did that even happen? How did you make your way into it? I know you say you wanted to do it, but How did you make it happen?
Shit, man, I did everything that my mind told me to do. Like I left no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying? So anything, when 50 was somewhere, when he came to the city, I made myself available. You know what I'm saying? I went there. He had a liquor signing at a store, and me and my family went, and I got my bottles of liquor, and he signed them, and I was like, this is my first time ever meeting him. I was like, do you mind if I do an impromptu audition in front of you for this role? This was like it was like in its infancy stages. the BMF series. And he like, yeah. And so I did that whole spiel when Big Meech like, we don't fall out about hoes. We hit them all. You hit my hoes, I hit your hoes. You know what I'm saying? I did that whole spiel in front of him. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while.
What did 50 say after you done it?
No, he was smiling. He was like, good job, man. Good shit, good shit. And it's crazy because after that, he DJ K Slay had a party in New York. We drove out there.
Peace, DJ K.
Yep. We drove out there. He remembered me from the what's her name. He went on my page, commented on the picture that I had posted. Like, man, I'm waiting on the network. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I see you. I'm waiting on the network. That was his words verbatim. And hey, man, it was a beautiful ride. Even though I didn't land the role of Big Meech on the series, I still did got on the series.
Right.
I was able to become SAG eligible. It was a good experience, bro.
Let's talk about that. You just said that SAG eligible. What does that mean in this day and time, in this environment?
Right now, well,
first of all, what is SAG?
SAG
people who don't know.
SAG is the union for actors, amongst other things like radio broadcasting. But it's the union. It's to make sure that actors get a fair shake. That's a part of the union. Make sure they get first dibs on SAG projects. And that's pretty much what it is.
And you was happy to make that accomplishment.
Hell yeah.
That's big for actors whenever they accomplish that.
Yep. Whenever you become SAG, that means that pay rate, they got to pay you a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's dope. I mean, you know.
When you were a kid, have you ever seen Meech?
Nope. I never see. And that's crazy. It's just crazy. It's just how life just play itself out. So I got some homeboys that used to say I look like Meech. So back in 2003, we didn't know who Meech was. Like, it was no internet. Internet wasn't as big, you know what I'm saying? So the only way you knew who Meech was through pictures or Smack DVDs or something like that. And so I didn't know who he was, but my homeboy used to say, you look like Meech. So he started calling me Meech, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what even made me get the inclination of to even play him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is like 03, 04 when Meech going crazy. So even 7 years after that, I spoke those words. And then 6 years after that, 50 Cent got and it was like, and so I did everything I could do. I took side-by-side pictures. You know what I'm saying? Posted those. I tagged 50 Cent. I tagged Randall Emmett. I did everything that I thought possible. I went to every audition that 50 Cent had for BMF.
Wow.
So when he had it in Atlanta, I flew to Atlanta on my own dime, took my whole squad down there. When he had it in LA, we went to LA. The only place we didn't go is to New York. But by that time, it was kind of out there that it was like promotional thing. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, something that he was really picking people from. You know what I'm saying? So
hold on, I want to ask this question.
I want to stay on Big Meech.
That's what I was doing. So since he's been released, do you have it on your bucket list that you want to meet him?
I think that'd be dope. Because no matter what, those guys lived a life that was so remarkable in its own right that it inspired me to want to act and gave me a career. So their trials, their tribulations, the things that they failed at in life, it gave me hope and aspiration to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? To change my life.
Wow.
So it's powerful.
That's dope, man. And I like where you put that, because just going there when I think it was LeBron had said, you know, like he happy to see Meech out and he got a little backlash. A lot of times people are either me having like OG Pyru or different people on my show, they'll say, you endorsing gangbanging or this. But there are so many people, lives done changed through people who went through trials and tribulations, and a lot of times people can't fathom it because they don't have a spiritual eye to see it.
Right. You're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're right.
So when God give you an eye to see something, sometimes people will criticize you for it. That's a part of you taking up your cross or whatever, like I believe, and just doing what you're supposed to do, but people are not going to be able to understand what you're doing.
That's right.
So for you to say that, it helped me to understand that you seen something and understood what it was that was happening to you.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's live, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I'm thinking about? What I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't they don't understand it. You know what I mean? They don't understand the madness of how people go through stuff, and it does something to the people that's watching that sometimes we can't explain what how he gonna get the glory out of it.
That's right.
But he's gonna get the glory out of it.
Ain't no question.
Is that real?
That's real. That's most definitely real.
We don't know how. It don't look right. It don't look like it's supposed to happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times when it happen, it blow your mind because you didn't even see it coming.
That's right. Right.
Being born and raised in Detroit, Michigan.
Hold on.
I want to stay on it.
Okay.
Being born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and hearing the stories of Big Meech and so forth, how different, or how much did the series leave out compared to the stories that you've heard? Like, is the series like 50% true,
I would say it's maybe 50% or less true. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of truth in that series.
Really?
Even like they didn't come up with the name BMF until 1999 and 2000, early 2000s. So a lot of that stuff, I would say, the stuff with the what's the old boy name that he beefing with?
Damn, that boy that came down there. What is his name?
Blue?
No.
Not him.
No.
I know exactly who you talking about too.
The guy he was beefing with from the hood, from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I can't think his name. The one who cut his water off.
Yeah.
Like all that shit, that's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All that shit is real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the first lady of BMF is probably closer to the truth than a lot of stuff that's in Stars. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that's in Stars has been sensationalized, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I never watched First Lady of BMF. You gonna make me go watch it just because of what you just said.
Yeah.
You lose the starting role as Big Meech to Lil Meech.
Nope, I lost it to a guy named John Chafin or Chiffon.
I thought it was Lil Meech took you out. I'm gonna be happy for you.
No, it was crazy.
You got whooped by another nigga.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy as how the world turned, bro. Because I'm sitting there in the dressing room about to do my guest appearance on BMF, and this is when I find out who was going to play the older Meech. And I'm looking around, I'm seeing all these pictures, and I see the guy, and then I see the wig. I'm like, y'all gonna put it? Man, come on. I'm getting my shit done and shit. I'm like, man,
I ain't have to wear all that.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could have, but I get it. It's the business. At that time, he had a better footing in the business. It was a little bit of nepotism because of he had worked with Tasha Smith, who had worked with Tyler Perry. And it just worked out how it was supposed to be. Now the tables had turned. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, and I'm a pop my shit. I'm a boss talk on this ass one time. One time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Pop my collar.
I'm way more popular than he is. And I'm not, and this ain't no knock to him.
Just you worked your butt off.
You know what I'm saying? I worked to get here. And I got way more followers than him on, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? He could walk in a room right now. We could walk into a room and people are going to gravitate to me and more so him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and, you know, hey, man, I'm thankful for that.
You should be.
No matter how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't bitter about the shit. I wish I could tell 50 Cent thank you. We had a table read before we actually shot my episode, and 50 Cent was in that table read. And I thought he was gonna say, man, what the fuck is this guy doing here? How the fuck did he get, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for that opportunity.
Wow.
No matter how it turned out. It hurt my soul, but it was also a lesson that I needed to learn early in the game too. Like, shit don't go how you fantasize it in your head, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta take a lick and keep on moving. This shit don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a business, you know what I'm saying?
When did Lil Meech come into the picture?
He came in about around the same time. And it's crazy because we went to the same acting school.
Oh.
We went to the same acting school.
Same time.
Tasha Smith, no, at different times, but Tasha Smith, Actors Workshop, that's where we both went. Wow. That's where he went to school at, and that's where I went to school at.
Man, that's dope, man. That's all the way live. I like to say, I like the fact that you got that part and that kind of airlifted everything else off. Where do you see, like, when you go to that and then you end up, you start trending and going crazy on Tubi like you've been doing, did you see that part coming?
No, I really didn't see it coming. honestly, I thought by now I'd be somewhere on somebody network television, or I just didn't nobody see Tubi coming. Nobody foresee that. But we riding that train, man. We ride that gravy train, man. So you can't ride it no more.
Okay, so 2016 you started. When did you realize that you were famous?
Get him.
And what happened?
I want to say 2017.
What? 1 year?
Yeah, because we went to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy because it was Super Bowl that year too in Atlanta. And I was going for that audition for BMF, and we went to Lenox Mall, and we went to the Trap Museum, and both places people was on us. They was on us like
Who all was with you?
Me and Tory Monet.
Okay.
Me, Tory Monet, Beezy, but they recognized me and Tory Monet. You know what I'm saying? So they was on us.
Did it blow your mind?
Yeah, it blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? It blew my mind, and it's still adjusting to it, and people saying you're famous. And I had one person I was on there like, where your security at? I'm like,
yeah.
They do me like that. They don't get excited over that. That's just run up. Then.
Yeah.
You run up. I got a little knife.
Yeah.
But stay out by 3 people.
Say poke, poke, poke.
Do you feel like you can't go certain places anymore because of all of that?
No, anytime, I'm always gonna be connected to the people. If I can't be a part of the people, I don't want it.
Wow.
Okay.
Being a part of the people is definitely important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
But hold on, but with you saying that, but as you rise, meaning like Tyler Perry can't just walk out here and just walk down the street without everybody bump. The more popular you get, people will stop, pull over, try to run to you, and you won't feel like you can just walk down the street.
All of that has happened to me. I went to Memphis. I got to Memphis, and the first place I went to was where Dolph got killed at. Mm-hmm. And
Makita's Cookies.
Yeah, and people were pulling off. Hey man, it was at the same time showing me reverence, but like, you can't be here. You can't be here. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be here. So I'm getting it already. You know what I'm saying? People pulling over, they see you. Hey man, I went to Charlotte, man. Oh my God. So it's already, but
You still gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man, being from Detroit, man, you an Eminem fan?
Yeah, I like
Well,
it.
you have to be because you be with 50.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
I like
Because he knows that he's not gonna just jam his music, but he gotta respect him.
Yeah, that part. You know what I'm saying? And his music had its time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm a fan, but it's like I'm not putting no Eminem.
It's had its time, but then I'm sure that there's some other people that had their time, but you still going to jam. Tupac, you going to jam if you're
It's a different type of music.
Different type of music. It's different, like Tupac music. It's timeless. It resonates because the same political issues or issues that we was having as a
Still
community
going on.
is still prevalent today.
It's so real.
So, the message still strong. The media still full of dirty tricks.
Yeah, sure
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
Sure is. And all that's real. Don't mess with Pac. You see him right there. I was real serious about Pac in here.
Yeah.
Nobody playing no games with 1996, 95, and all that.
I just got
94.
chills when you said that, man. Hey, because Pac and Gemini, man, that's somebody that I do look up to as far as creative, and somebody that's an actor, and somebody that was able to just live through their art. Mm-hmm. I really resonate with Tupac, especially his raps. I'm the type of dad, I school my son to all that old shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I break down the messages. I break down what I think is important in those songs so they can get it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, Tupac is a heavy influence on me.
Very heavy.
You started having kids at how old again?
18.
18. And you never stopped.
No, well, I stopped at 35.
How many kids you have again?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
And how many more you want?
None.
You sure?
If I make a whole shit ton of money, I'll have some more kids. But right now, we on the grind. No distractions. We don't need no.
How old are your youngest?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she run.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And all of them live with you?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Stomp down.
Oh no, they don't. The 2 oldest, they
grown.
Yeah, they grown.
They grown.
That's gangster.
So what would you say would have been your greatest achievement being a father, and then also on the other end, your most difficulty being a father growing up as a young child?
The greatest achievement is being there and not being present and not never giving up. The greatest, the hardest
Right.
thing to get them is to take heed to my words and listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to prevent you from having no fun or none of that shit. I want you to listen to what I'm saying is because it could save you a whole lot.
Wow. That again, there's no book. So you got to go with what you know. You got to pray a lot for sure.
But even with you saying that, the thing that I've learned, and this is just me saying that because I'm that way too, is everything happens for a reason. I learned to, because when you love your kids so much, or you love anybody that you have around you, and you're trying to give them advice, you want them to learn from your mistakes.
That's right.
But at the same time, you have to let them go through what they have to go through. I learned to just say it and step back. I'm like, well, I told you once, I'm not going to hound you. Because before I'd be like, you got to do this. No. I told you once, whether you hear me or not, you heard me, but it's subconsciously, if you want to go still touch a fire, that's up to you. You're going to have to learn. And I learned that everything happens in God's time. I always just pray that God don't take their life before mine.
That's right.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
The Negligence, going back to the film, like, would there be a part 2?
I don't know who going. I think Negligence did what they're supposed to do. Yeah, I don't think we can revisit that.
Okay.
Because the whole point of Negligence, like I said in the beginning, it's the revenge. And even though some things transpired, he was still able to get a little bit of
the revenge.
Of that revenge.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was even sitting down here when you're saying that, thinking, I'm like, well, if it was a twist, but then how would you get revenge again? I'm like, no, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Or you're like a method actor or whatever?
No, I'm not a method actor. No, what I do is I study the TUBI technique, and
what's that?
The TUBI technique is like 11 different steps, and your substitutions, your overall objective, your scene objective, this a plethora of different things right now in my brain. But you do a lot of table work, so a lot of the acting is done before you even get to set. You know what I'm saying? You know what your objective is, your overall objective, your scene objective, and so you know all these things. So when you get to set, it's just that much more easier. So you don't embody the character to the point where you can't turn it off. Then and that's method acting. Right, that's what method acting. Right, that is method acting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just had to ask you that because Columbus Short told me he was a method actor. Yeah. I'm getting deep into these actors.
I think I would be, if I was supposed to ever act, I would be a
method actor now. You know
I'm going to tell you like this. I think it's certain roles that cause for method acting. Say if you're playing somebody that might be impaired or something like that, or you
Ray, like when Jamie Foxx played Ray.
Yeah, or when you intoxicated or. Yeah. Something like that.
Can you tell when you watch these movies, like, oh, he's that type of actor, he's this type of actor? You
can tell. Like, what's the movie called? Split. The movie Split. Like, you have to to get into that type of mind frame. Like,
or Get Out?
Yeah. No, Split.
No.
Get Out. Oh, yeah.
Get Out, too.
There you go. Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell.
Like I say, I think it's certain roles that present that. Me personally, I don't think that role has necessarily presented itself. Like I do want to play somebody that's addicted to drugs or something like that. Or
would that be hard for you?
No, because I've been around it so much in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up in a house where I stayed with my grandma and all my uncles stayed there, and they were on drugs. I'm not trying to put their business out there, but it just is, which is real life, man. And they were on drugs, and so I know all the habits. I sold drugs. I was in the streets, so I know motherfucker can't pull shit on me.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's just what it is. I know all the games. You know what I'm saying? So I think I could do that really, really, really well.
Would it be hard for you if you had to play a role where you had to gain weight to play this role?
Nope. I think it'll be a challenge. I like challenges.
You like challenges.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
And just in general?
In general.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Who's your favorite actors or actresses? Top 3.
Denzel, of course.
The GOAT.
I hate these
What's
questions.
his favorite movie? What's the
Hold on.
best movie you've ever seen in a minute? We going with each of them that you mentioned. Why are they your?
I would have to say Training Day, man.
I just had a feeling you was going to say
Training Day.
Man on Fire, man. Shit.
Man on Fire. Even
man.
shit. If you go back to Glory,
Yeah, Glory's good.
Glory was a good movie.
Them Equalizer's beast mode.
Yeah, Equalizer's beast
mode.
Yeah.
It's a
And
bunch of
you know what's crazy? I don't know if y'all heard this or not about Denzel. Not that you kissed a man shit.
Yeah, I heard
Gladiator.
that. I heard that.
We watched Gladiator.
Yeah, but he was in an interview and he said that on and off throughout his whole career, he was an alcoholic, or he heavily drank, and he popped dope. He pushed dope.
Wow, I didn't see that one.
I heard about it. I just wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
I heard about it. A lot of people told me. I was trying to keep it under wraps. He finally came out with
Yeah,
it.
he came on and said
Well,
it.
I already heard it.
Yeah.
We knew he was doing something, but we wasn't gonna tell nobody because we rock with it.
Yeah, that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
but
if he-
family, like when
if
you
he
deal
didn't
with
say
family,
it-
Yeah.
I wouldn't never said it.
But it speaks to some of the
Right, that's
things.
real.
It speaks to some of the things that he said, like in his career. Even when the Will Smith shit happened, it was like the devil will come in at the most celebrated hour or some
Yeah.
shit like that. I'm paraphrasing. So he knows a little bit about fighting demons. Even when he said something in the interview, about playing in Training Day, where he was like, "Man, where did that come from?" He's like, "It's me." You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't present myself this way, this is a part of who I am too. You know what I'm saying? So.
It was easy to do that part when he was snorting and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that was easy for him to do them parts. Yeah. Man, like I said, man, you one of the ones, man. I was definitely gracious to my boy Big Steve to get this interview, man. He told me he was gonna bring you through, man, and it's dope, man, to get to meet you, man. I mean, like, how you like Boss Talk? You on Boss Talk 101 now, one of the greatest podcasts ever in life.
Yeah.
You like, yeah.
Talk that talk, cause we boss talking. Yeah.
No, I mean, you're in Texas, man. I hope everything that Texas has to offer it come to you in Dallas, Texas, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Did you get all the questions?
You didn't finish your top 3.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. I tried to get past because he said he hate him.
Yeah,
he ain't
no.
doing them.
Denzel, Robin Williams.
Man, that's good stuff.
Male or female?
R.I.P.
Sheesh, man, that's a tough question, man, because all of them just do so. Shit.
Earlier.
Which one?
The white actor.
Which one? RuPaul, Jason Bateman? Ooh,
Jennifer Aniston?
We said the guy you like it.
Jason Bateman. I like Jason Bateman, but I like Jason Bateman for different reasons. He like my
Acting and
shit.
It's always the last one. That
Angela Bassett.
That's who I had in my mind.
Angela
Okay.
Bassett, Cole.
Angela Bassett.
Cole.
Yeah, she
You
is.
got Lawrence Fishburne too, bro.
Oh, you got Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Come on, now keep it going. Yeah.
You know, y'all don't want to get no real acting going on.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker coming in and shut this whole down.
Yeah, you ain't
it won't
lying.
even be you trying
What's
to
her
name all
name
the
again?
people.
The one
Let
from
Forrest
Woman
show
King.
up.
Who?
The one from Woman King. What's
Ain't
her
nobody
name
thinking
again?
about that
Regina
woman.
King?
No, Woman
it
King.
wasn't Regina
Murder
King.
She Wrote. Murder
What's her
something.
name?
Murder.
She came in to help too. What's her? What? Yeah,
She can act.
Viola.
Davis was
She-
cool.
She can act.
Yeah, she the shit.
She can act. But boy, Forrest Whitaker coming here. You seen him when he played in that series?
Harlem. Yeah, Godfather Harlem.
Nigga bad, man.
Shit, when he
Bad
played.
ass nigga, man.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he go.
Yeah, he bad too, but he ain't no Forrest Whitaker.
Well, now, lean on me.
Yeah. He was hard on that one.
He's now.
He was hard now, but he wasn't. No,
I love
man.
Samuel L. Jackson too.
Oh, Samuel.
Samuel,
He act the
yeah.
same on every movie. Just him and Terrence Howard with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
What
Play
movie?
the pimp, remember? Brother Pippen played the pimp.
What movie would you? Because I know you produce as well. Would you ever want to redo a certain old movie that you feel like it would be a great, iconic movie to bring back again and redo it? what would that movie be?
I would like to not necessarily redo, but if we could Menace, we can do a part 2 of Menace or some shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a good stuff.
Because I love some of the old movies, but I really feel like they need to revamp some of them and bring them back for this newer generation to really get to know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I like to leave stuff where it's at. Once
think so?
once you make it and it's a classic, it's hard to, especially if you don't tap back into it when it's hot and it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were to do some Boys in the Hood part 2 shit right now, even a Belly part 2, you know what I'm saying? People like, man, y'all forcing it. Y'all need some money and y'all just trying to.
So you didn't like Coming to America?
The part
I like
2.
Coming to America.
The part 2.
Part 2. It
I
was
said
cool.
Coming to. That's what I said.
It was
Coming
okay.
to America.
Wasn't as good as part 1.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but it came in a time we needed it. It was a COVID situation going on. It came at a great time.
Yeah.
But
See, I think about all that stuff.
And he made a bag.
Like Superfly too?
He did, man.
You like Superfly?
Yeah.
was part 2 better than part 1?
Hell no.
Superfly.
But look at Bad Boys was dope. The last one was super dope.
Yeah.
I mean, almost as good as or even better than the other ones.
No, it wasn't.
What do
that
you
good.
think?
No, it's hard to beat 1
Can't
and 2.
beat that one.
The last one was awesome though.
It was good, but it's hard to beat 1 and 2. It's hard to beat the chemistry that they had in 1 and 2. It's like you can still look at that some of that shit and still laugh at, you know, what the fuck getting ready to happen and still laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? And you can appreciate it more now because like you older watching these two motherfuckers and the chemistry is, I think, is just dope. I think now it's more commercial than it was. It was more raw then. I think it's more commercial and forced because they doing it for the big budget and the break box office and shit.
Wow, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. You know, this guy right here, he got so much other things going on. He's a big actor. You know what I'm saying? They got other stuff. People waiting on him, man. They done told me to hurry up. The time is running out. I've looked at my watch continuously.
Boss talk is boss talking right now.
So you said, where can we find Negligence again?
You
Where
can
we
find
it?
Negligence on Tubi and on Amazon Prime and shit on Fire Stick. I'm fucking with you, Steve. Don't go on Fire Stick and watch that shit, y'all. Don't do that shit when you go on to. You can go on to.
Oh no, it's not on the Fire Stick, okay?
Yeah, it ain't no Fire Stick.
It
I'm
ain't
just
on the
talking
Fire
shit,
Stick.
man. I got to bust Steve-O chops, man.
Man, check it, man. Thank you so much. We love you, brother, for coming on
Love
the
y'all
show.
too, back.
Thank you for being a great father.
Thank you.
I don't think they talk about black fathers as much as they should. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And give them their kudos. You know what I'm saying? So you one of those ones, man. Thank you for being gangster with taking care of your family, man. That's
Thank
the
you.
most important thing, man.
You're right.
God bless you. May continue to push you up in success.
God bless y'all too. And
It's
thank
been
y'all.
another great segment,
Yes,
man.
sir.
A Boss Talk 101.
Yes, sir.
What a bosses talk.
That's
And we
right.
out.